careful. You can't just go out willy-nilly and say, I'll just replace all these people with soldiers, and I'll be fine, I'll never lose. No. There are also much more optimized positions. Bandana. Start moving, but I want you to rest first. Archer, yes. I need a lawful character to go after you. Which is probably going to be Bolt. Parker. You're neutral. Which means wind. But have you rested enough? Wait, is everybody at full health? No, they're not. It just didn't load for whatever reason. It's not loading their health. That's weird. Alright, Vega, finish that unit off. When I say you need to kill units to make sure they have certain items, especially the Black Knight-led units, those are the ones that are most likely to drop Black Knight equipment. Not in the sense that it's a random chance of what they'll drop, it actually is a list. It's just that you can tell from that list that any unit led by a Black Knight is usually going to be the one that drops Black Knight equipment. Not a hard and fast rule, but something to keep in mind if you are strapped for time and don't want to kill every single unit you come across. Keep going, Vega. Wind. Cut him off. Don't let him run all the way over there. I don't want him to accidentally capture my town. Sophia. Rusted up enough. Again, not loading hit points. And you're rested up enough. Now that you can see him, unit. Status. More than fine for another fight. Especially when they're asleep. And just to put the fear of God into him, go ahead and attack him, or at least look like you're attacking him from behind. I haven't done much scouting ahead yet, so I need to get on that at some point. Zap. Slumber Mist. This is such a hard unit to kill. They're just still standing. Ugh. Hard unit probably for Leia's unit to kill at this point. I hate how I get just a little bit closer every time. You notice how Leia's units still move closer. I did mention how when you're in a situation like this, it does push your unit back ever so slightly, but then you move forward to engage even closer. So if you keep going and you don't stop them, then you get in the fight. But the only way to stop them is to expose yourself to a side attack of some kind. Now that wouldn't matter against this unit, because this unit specifically can't kill me, but still, it's an annoyance is what it is. That's one witch down. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Ray of Paralysis. Gaining lots of levels though, which is good. Leia's unit needs it. I could use some Freyas and Paladins and the like. I will make it a point before the in the next episode before we start Sable Lowlands to show you Aisha, by the way. I just need to make sure to remember to note that down. Because as it is, I have not. And it occurs to me I can't find my pencil right now. Which means I'll probably forget, because I'm a very forgetful person. That's why I have several pages of notes on this game. Even though I almost always have a walkthrough up that I can bring up at any time. Just keep fighting, Leia. I'm sure you'll kill them eventually. Good, the Pumpkinhead's in the front. And he's gonna get clobbered. Dead! Yes! Now you've got her 2 tiny fighters. Ow, ow. My turn. No, I'm probably not gonna kill them. Darn it! So hard to finish off a unit. And, hey look, Bolt stopped trolling me when it comes to alignment. This time. Then again, Pumpkinheads are like the max chaotic you can get. So that might be part of the problem. Maybe that is the issue, why his alignment keeps shifting, because they're probably not actually considered lawful compared to Bolt's alignment. He might be more lawful than they are. That might be the problem. Which, as it stands, isn't a big deal. I mean, if you're as lawful as the game is going to let you against the opponents you've got, then unless you're going to use an item to artificially change it, it's no big deal. Which, in that case, I probably wouldn't use an item to artificially change it, because his alignment would be well within the range of upgrading the class. So his alignment wouldn't be a concern. Just fight him a few dozen times, Leia. I'm sure eventually you'll kill them all. One more witch. Zap! Oh, 10 damage. One more hit. Yeah, the Valkyrie caster in a lawful group is an experiment with this run around, and it's not one I'm terribly satisfied with. But I think when they upgrade to Freya, their magic stat gets higher. Alright, so who are you? Yuki. You've got grapplers and a lawful. So Kodro. Go. This is a blast. Sparkly. Not really what I want to go with, but Bolt. Change course. Get a little closer there, Troy. There we go. And Kodro. Now that you have your dogs back, fight it out for real. Ouch. And this might be the battle in which those dogs change class, so we'll see. Good dodges. Good dog. Yes! Menetas became a Cerberus. She then became a Cerberus. Yes! You're looking at our first fully upgraded unit, folks. Let's give that the stats of those characters a look, shall we? Okay, so Menetas is now a Cerberus. 3 attacks from the front row, 26 power, 150 strength, 154 vitality. Those are the main stats you're looking at. 35 physical attack power, and defense, I mean. And then Shiden, slightly less stats because he's a lower level. No, they're same level, just for some reason he has lower stats, which happens. I don't think the stat growths are set in stone. There's some randomness to them. So, there you go. Our first fully upgraded unit. And he might get time for a show then, Kodro. Oops. Unit. Cut her off at the pass. We have Chignik to go to. Wow, I sat down to this recording session being like, maybe I should record like 4 episodes all at once, because I haven't had much time to record lately. My usual buffer of videos is completely gone. But then this episode's gonna be 3 parts. So, oops. So I guess I won't sit down and I won't record another episode right away. I'll probably rest here and do some editing of it first. That said, well done there, Vega. But the unit's still not dead. Don't you dare! I'm so glad that I sent Wind up there. That's special claws in this unit. Stick 'em pups. 42 damage per hit. That means each of these dogs is gonna do 120 damage this round, this entire combat. Healing plus though. Bam! Yeah, it doesn't split like 10% of the damage between everybody else. It splits half. Very strong. And I think she'll heal twice still. She should, so almost dead. So close. Yeah, look how much of the damage we've done that got undone with that. Priests are terrifying. And now you know why. This is why you have clerics. Oopsies. Leia probably doesn't have the damage output to deal with this, so this might make the situation worse. Although, if I go before their priest, I could kill that middle grappler. We'll see. Nope. Yeah, this could be a problem. Unless they all focus fire in the middle, which this team is not known for doing. As you can see. See, my little cleric's healing looks pathetic compared to what's going on, huh? Do I have an elemental Pedra? Pedra Bane is ready! That'll do nicely! Now you can see what the game starts to look like when you have all the Pedras. Bane, Valor? I can't remember what the light one is. Oh well, Pedra, Bane, that one, your normal elemental Pedra, and then the other 3 elemental Pedras? Yeah, you end up with 6. It's ping pong. We're ping ponging this poor unit everywhere, and everybody gets a shot at trying to kill it. I think they're gonna go first on the back row. Yep. So she's gonna get a heal in on herself, which means we aren't gonna kill her. Darn. Oh, got a crit, but it won't be enough. But it is enough to at least distract the healing, so to speak. We're spreading it out in such a way that AoE... Oh! Well, okay then. Gonna hurt my alignment, but I don't think I care. It hurt the alignment of my archer. Who cares? They're a neutral! That's their thing. Troy? Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh well. Pokey pokey. Alright, well this should go fine. If we don't kill that grappler, we do. Then everything else should be handled by Morris, I think. Morris should be the one chasing them. And Bolt taking on Barclay. Sorry if this isn't terribly exciting. I can understand why cleaning up units isn't the most thrilling thing to watch. But I've sort of made it a rule after that fiasco I had when I edited the hell out of that one video and cut out like every single spare movement that the characters made. I realized that just one wasn't very efficient on my end, and 2, it just left the video feeling like a piecemeal or a highlights video. That's not what I'm going for. I'm going for a full playthrough, which means this happens sometimes. We had a lot of excitement in the beginning where all the units are coming at us from all these different angles, and I had to position everything perfectly and all that. And then we have this. Sorry, voice is kind of scratchy and my lung capacity sucks. So sometimes when I talk that long, I can kind of feel it. Alrighty. This should be the end of this unit mostly. Or not. Yeah, they're probably gonna survive. Darn it. If they didn't put that one character to sleep. Darn witches. There's a lot of witches in this particular battle. Troy, head on back. Stronghold. You need to head back to the Stronghold too. You've been there for way long enough. Now what are you? Chignik, you are Kadak. So after this is done, Kodra will head to you. Roar. And whip. Whip it good. So, if you upgrade a character that has like a special weapon of some kind on them, the weapon will just go back to your inventory, and you can re-equip them as soon as they upgrade their class. Just FYI, in case that was something you were worried about. Well, I hope you don't see that on the screen. Go away, thing. I accidentally hit the middle button of my Xbox 360 controller. That tells you how much battery life it has left. Oh, Seldovia! You're gonna need Kodra's help as well. Wind, start heading down. Well, Morris better finish that unit off, otherwise it's gonna run straight into my stronghold. Which would be bad. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be finished off. 10 health left on the last character. Boop. That was uneventful. Now you keep heading down over to here. Oops, Vega has to rest. To be fair, she's been pursuing that unit for days, I think, in-game. And zap. That's one knight down. Oh, good crit on my knight. Sort of a deja vu there from our turn. Owie. Don't worry, the knight that loses some mana won't fall that easily. That was meant to sound like I was giving him a title, and less like I had no idea who he was. Because I'm pretty sure that's Bento. I know who he is. You need rest. Rest up first. Alright, I'll start sending myself to that stronghold. Oops. Meant to get Troy, and I'll send him there too. And we can finally see, really, just a Dollmaster. That's it, a Dollmaster and 2 golems. That's their big boss in this area. Hey, he liberated it. Awesome. Told you there's a lot of leeway in the liberating of towns. The Advera line belonged to the Kingdom of Nerdam. When Lotus destroyed Nerdam, the land was distributed among loyal kingdoms, and as a result, this land became part of Platinus. Wow, so that's how we got control of it, huh? Grim. Lotus didn't even be like, hey, it's ours now. They're like, no, everybody else has some. You know, so all the strife and hatred doesn't go straight to Lotus only. You know that's the real reason they did it, I'm sure. Break camp. Bolt. Break camp. Alright, those are the last ones we need to worry about. And as long as we liberate the western stronghold, everybody else can just go straight for the leader. So I'll just keep sending people down here. And once they're rested, charge them in. Vega. Dead. And because it's an enchanter Dollmaster golem unit, I don't have to worry about alignment. Not that I worry too much about alignment on the bosses anyway. And there we go. Bolt should make Barkley shut up and jam. What? I wasn't referencing anything. What are you talking about? Anyway, murder time! Murder time is fun time. Maybe I should do that for one episode, or maybe for one part of an episode. Pure references. That's the only way I communicate, is through video game references. Glorious. Alignment up, experience gained. Had to say it at some point. Perfect. So we didn't get any of the parts of Black Knight equipment in this mission because I told you specifically this wasn't the mission you'd find it in. It's Sable Lowlands. But you want to be sure with that sort of thing. And Sophia's going to liberate. So let's just send our 3 units that are here down. Kojiro behind them, of course, because he's so damn fast. And Seldovia has been liberated. That said, I actually might just completely hold off Kojiro. And this is where your witch's den is, by the way. So don't die! Hey, revolutionaries. What the hell are you doing here? Here to liberate the little Mukins? Dude, you're a badass! Seriously? Dude, you're a badass? I'm losing my immersion in the semi-medieval setting here. I'm just saying, if I could walk the streets here in California and hear somebody say exactly what you're saying there, and they're not wearing a puffy costume and they're part of Shakespeare in the Park, might be an issue. Wait. Now I confused myself. I don't think that statement made any sense. It didn't. It didn't make any sense. What the hell's wrong with me? Ha! Poor Wind. It's okay, buddy. You'll be fine. I'm going to keep Kojiro back because I think he's been beating bosses for me in just about every mission. So, Troy, myself, and Morris will go take care of it. Probably mostly Morris because the golems are kind of blocking the path for anybody else. Troy's certainly not going to deal any damage. Troy's got one of those units where after you're done leveling them to a certain point, you sort of spread them out among the rest of your units. And all the characters split off. Why does the Revolutionary Army fight for the Balamukins? They're just slaves! The fact that that seems to be an argument you agree with, I think that justifies everything we're about to do to your face. And that's a stone golem and a regular golem, in case you didn't notice. Difference between a stone golem and a regular golem. Stone golem won't be affected by petrification, which is actually kind of a moot point since a golem hit by petrification turns into a stone golem anyway. And has higher defensive stats, but I think weaker physical stats. Not showing off very well here. Maybe I'm wrong about that, and they actually have stronger physical stats, and having a regular golem is simply a waste of time. Who knows? Anyway, lost, of course. Barely any damage dealt to them. Because they've got optimal formation, and even though it's a not upgraded unit, Stone Golem. Tutst, the Dollmaster. That's a hard name to say. Tutst. And if you haven't noticed by now, yes, this is going to be a 3-part video. Yay. Owie, my face. I almost mixed up Troy and the other Phalanx character. I was like, Troy must be the one in green. No, Troy is the one in gold. Gold is the special color, not green. Anyway, that's a loss. Because they are all losses against bosses. Wind, wake up. Everybody else is slowly making their way here. And Vega needs rest, which is fine. So it looks like I'll get another shot, Troy will get another shot, and then probably Morris's unit will finish them off entirely. Yeah, unless you have a special elemental sword of some kind, you just can't break through golems with physical attacks. But they aren't breaking through me either. I have superior healing and the ability to spread my attacks out far and wide. And I keep forgetting I have an archer. That's actually doing some good work. Troy's unit has archers too. They're probably gonna kill it. Snipers for the win. Unless they heal. Just keep going, guys. You'll kill them eventually. Murder, 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 murder. Ow! Troy's taking a bit of a beating. He might have to back off. Ooh, good crit. Yeah, Troy needs to go back and heal. Which is convenient that he lost. Because you always lose. Wonder how many times I need to repeat that. Probably no more times. So back off, Troy. Wind. Head forward. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And Morris. Find out. Why doesn't Morris have a... Oh, they're Boulder Claws. That's right. I was like, why doesn't he have a special claw? But they are. They just aren't magical in any way. They're Boulder. And this ought to do it. Dead Dollmaster. Well done, Morris. That's the end of this slave ring. I can't believe you put this kingdom in jeopardy for such a petty matter. Petty? Look, anybody ever calls it the War of Northern Aggression? They're idiots. I said it. That are indoctrinated. Anyway, we got our soldiers, we got our Goth, 3,887, and we got a Fool. So if we wanted to make an enchanter, we have part of their equipment. I appreciate what you've done for us, but I'm worried. You took such a big risk for us, for foreigners who have no stake in your kingdom. We rescued you to gain your support, to strengthen the Revolutionary Army, and prepare for Lotus. That is the official reason. But that's not why I came here. The way the Balmicans are treated, just like us. We needed to. No, we wanted to do something. We wanted to avoid fighting the Nerdamese troops. We wanted to save those who were treated unfairly. Because our goal is to eliminate the class system and declare independence from the Lotus Empire. What are you saying? No matter how you try to word it, all you're saying is that you're planning to use us. Is that why you fought so bravely? Why are you insinuating that we owe the Revolutionary Army? No, it's not true. We didn't come because we were ordered. We wanted to liberate this land. We wanted to save you. I have no intentions of using the Nernames. I will never use you, even if I have to go against orders. We are grateful for what you've done for us. I'll trust your words. But you should have known the consequences too. Do you realize how many casualties there were? Aren't you relying too heavily on your own strength? Do you ignore our fellow Bermukins? Don't forget that everyone has their eyes on you. They're all placing their hopes on you. In other words, sometimes you can't let your ideals rule, and you can't let your heart rule your head. But we did so this time because we did the right thing. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.